Testing. 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. Find a seat, find a seat. We got seats up front. We got seats over here on the side. But if you're standing in the back, Stephen Halifi, come find a seat, my friend. All right, let's go ahead and find our seats. We're gonna get started, so let's dial in. All right, on the count of three, 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Who's having a good week so far? Woo, woo. I am finding out there is a lot happening on social media and content right now. If you've picked up a good lead in this last month through your social media, will you raise your hand? All right, again, I keep saying, if y'all are not pushing your social media and your content and your video content, you are missing out. Where's Jamie Adams? I'm gonna pick on her. Jamie, you did a Valentine's contest on your Facebook. You put out a video. How many leads did you get on that? 6 leads. I love that. I love that. I'll tell you, I'm going to pick on her a little bit more because I saw her in town hall yesterday. She had a giant stack of envelopes in front of her, and she was writing. And I said, what are you doing? It was her letter of the heart, which, by the way, if you don't do letters of the heart, you're missing out. That was always one of my biggest lead sources every single year. But she was handwriting, not the letters. She printed the letters, but she was handwriting the names and the addresses. 400 letters that went out into the mail. That's incredible. That's putting in the work. So kudos, my friend, because that's going to pay off for you. That's going to pay off. Who else had some leads online from their social media, from video content? Let me see somebody. Benita, tell me, what'd you do and what was the result?
Just TikTok. I started in November and I've closed 3 deals.
You've closed 3 deals from TikTok since December. Wow. That's incredible. I'm going to shout out Benita real quick because she joined us. How long ago did you join us, Benita? 14 months. She had a 32% increase last year in her business. And a lot of that's through social media. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Who else had a video one? Wayne, what you got?
Angela did. She's, a girl reached out to her. Well, she's already 23, but she coached her when she was 12 as a volleyball coach.
Yeah.
So she reached out to Angela, saw her on Facebook. She goes, hey, you're a realtor. You used to coach me in volleyball.
I love that.
So there you go.
See, guys, it's top of mind awareness. I've said it before, but our job is to be Thomas J. Henry or Jeff Davis. Okay, if you don't know what that means, if you get hit by a truck, you're either thinking of the fours or you're calling Tommy J. Our job as a realtor is to have that same captive audience and take up that real estate in their mind so that when they think of real estate, they're thinking of your name before Susie Q, who just got her license. Because I'm telling you right now, you can be the most experienced, the best negotiator, the best communicator, but if you're not staying in front of your people, then Susie Q is going to get that referral because she sees them every Sunday at church. And that's the reality. We are all fighting for top-of-mind awareness. It's why Coca-Cola and Nike still spend billions of dollars on marketing. They don't need to. People know what it is. But as soon as they stop marketing, they're going to lose market share. We are trying to take up that market share in their mind. So you've got to be leaning into the social media. It got back to me the other day. Someone said, well, Heritage just wants us to be on camera all the time. Damn right I do. You're exactly right. Thank you. I'm glad the message is coming across, y'all, because that's what you need to be doing. Our job is marketing. Our job is lead generation. If you don't like social media, get over it. Because guess what? Your mortgage company doesn't care. Your cell phone bill doesn't care. Your spouse at home who is on you saying, what are you doing all day in that big fancy office besides chatting? They don't care. They want to see that you guys are having an impact on your life, your family, your clients. And you do that through lead generating and staying in front of your people. So I'm going to keep pushing that. And yes, I'm going to keep telling you to be on social media. Can I get an amen on that? Amen. All right, Salo, let's kick off the slides, my friend. Get off my soapbox there. Thank you. Thank you. All right, TCPA. Go lead generate, but do it the right way. Next slide. All right, let's kick things off with our Y4C2Ts, which is how we run this business and how y'all run your businesses. So it's like church. I read the red, you read the black. Win-win. Integrity. Customers. Communication. Commitment. Creativity. Trust. Teamwork. Equity. And success. Guys, if you're running your business that way, I'm telling you, you're never going to go hungry a day in this industry, all right? It's about taking care of people and doing what's right, and that even includes the grumpy agent on the other end. So play nice in that sandbox, because what goes around comes around, and we remember the bad ones, but we also remember the really friendly ones that help us solve problems, and I guarantee in multiple offer situations, you're going to win out deals even if you're not the highest and best, simply because they remembered you helped them solve problems. You came from seeking to understand first and curiosity and customer care and communication. So run your business that way. I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. Next slide. All right, real quick, I want to thank you to our sponsors. So let's shout out Legacy Mutual Mortgage and Perry Homes. Thank you for lunch and sponsoring. We can't feed all these mouths without them. And I also want to give a thank you to some friends that flew in from Florida today for our FERPTA class. They are called, I believe it's FERPTA Solutions. Come up real quick, because you weren't on the schedule, but we're waiting for Craig to show up anyway, so I'm going to give you a minute to just plug you guys. Tell me your name again. Nina. Y'all welcome Nina.
So, good morning, guys. My name is Nina Mills. I am the National Education Director for FERPTA Solutions. I'm outside of Orlando, but our main office is in Cape Coral, Florida. So we did a cross-country road trip to come and teach a class for Key Title this morning. We are available for all of your clients' tax and FERPTA needs. We prepare FERPTA forms, I-10s, tax returns. We help them determine if FERPTA applies. We find exemptions and do all the follow-up required. So if you have any clients that you're working with right now that need some advice, we are going to be here for a little while longer today, and you can always get some information from Key Title. We have our brochures up in their office, and we do have Spanish, French, German, about 10 different languages that we speak in our office, so we can help all of your clients with their tax and FERPTA needs.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nina. Appreciate you. All right, we're going to bring up Legacy. I believe Justine and Andrew are around. Come on up, guys. What you got for us today?
Hey, guys. This is Justine Tunnel. I'm Andrew Barr. We come here and speak periodically. How's everybody doing today? Good, thank you. I needed some energy. You're in the right place, my friend. Good. Okay, so I'm going to talk about something kind of near and dear to our heart. Oops. A big thing for us and for you guys in this room is kind of remembering what the importance is, the foundation of the lender-realtor relationship, right? A lot of you guys in here already have good lenders, and that's what we want for you ultimately. But most importantly, what I mean by that and what it boils down to is our job as a lender is, one, to take care of the client ultimately, give them the best customer service experience, lower their stress when they're buying a home, make sure they're getting the best terms possible, but simultaneously and equally importantly, protecting your paycheck. And the way we go about that, right, because as a side note, like nobody has to raise their hand and answer this, but everyone in here, I think, knows what they would do if they could assure themselves 1 or 2 extra commission checks this year. More than likely, if I'm being like real honest with myself even, it's not buying a new car, it's nothing lavish or luxury, it's paying off a car, or it's fixing a car, or it's paying off a debt you might have incurred during tougher times in the last couple years. So with that in the back of our mind, one thing we've seen on our side of the business that's helping move the needle is we've had a 22% spike in the non-traditional mortgages. Now, when a lot of you hear that, in fact, I have a friend back here that I was on the other end of a deal with, and I'm calling myself out in front of everybody. Sometimes they don't go well, right? When you broker out these deals as a lender, you lack a lot of control in what's happening. But one really cool thing is Legacy's about to be one of the only lenders in town that can do them in-house, and that's coming this year, which allows us to underwrite them, allows us much more control of the process, and ultimately, again, being able to have that same spike that came to us go back to you guys to help ensure you a couple extra paychecks. Because we know when by the time you've had a client, you hand them over to us as the lender, you've already worked really hard to get them there. You've shown them houses, you've gained their trust, now you're trusting your lender to get the job done. So we keep that in the back of our mind. So all I ask of you is, it might not be me, but if someone from Legacy is reaching out to you guys, whether it's a call or stopping you in the hall, talk to them a little bit about it, because everybody in our office is excited about these new programs. Thank you, guys. Here's Justine.
All right, well, I do want to ask, who likes money in here? Right? Okay, me too. That being said, has anybody in here done the KW Wealth class with Josh Sigmund yet? We've got a few people in here. Was it impactful for you, for your business? I love that. All right, so the next class that's coming up is March 18th from 1:30 to 3. If you guys want more money, if you have, we're struggling where to put it, what's next, how do I invest, all of those things. It's a 5-week course that Josh is teaching about money, and he loves to watch people grow and help you guys just grow your business as well. So that's on March 18th from 1:30 to 3, and that will be going over the budget, your profit and loss, all of that stuff. So we'd love to have that. And lastly, just want to say, I know Valentine's Day just happened, and we just want to say that we love you guys. We love this office, and we love how much we've been able to grow with you guys this year. So thank you all so much for the support.
Anthony, you went to that class. Come here. I'm going to pick on Anthony with his big old chain. You can't wear a chain like that and not expect attention, so come here. Tell us why they need to come to that class.
I think one of the things that I appreciate about the class is the conversation is so big, and it puts you on your heels first. Josh has conversations about where you are with your money management, which a lot of us have some leakage, and is getting clear about what you're doing, how you're setting things up. But then it's just, you really, like, as a wealth person who, like, this is the thing that I'm focusing on, this is the thing that I'm trying to lock in, man, being in that, if you haven't sat down and listened to Josh have those kind of conversations, you feel charged up and amped up and ready to go, like, hey, I got to go revisit everything that I've been doing. And I think just for that reason, like, a lot of people don't have a space to, like, go and audit themselves and get a real honest perspective. If for nothing else, that's a good reason to come. But there's so much information. It's so powerful. It really makes you really look at a lot of stuff different. There's a lot of things that, like, even though I've gone through a few of these, when I sat down, we went through the whole cycle. We sat down again the other day, and I'm like, God, there's still so much more. And it's good because I'm aware, and I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of times we're just not even aware. But you just got to go. That's all I got to say.
That is Mr. Perfect if you don't know him. And like he said, nobody likes leakage, right? So if you've got leakage, this is the room for you to come get it fixed, because they really are having some very high-level conversations, and it will have an impact on you. And shout out to Anthony. If you haven't seen his new headshot, he's got a chicken on his shoulder in it. If you've never seen his chicken, I was like, I love it. He embraces who he is. All right, next slide. All right, KWH store. Katie, come up here real quick. In the agent portal, which you guys have been awesome at adopting, there's 2 new features in there, and I want Katie to tell you about them quickly.
Awesome, thank you, Grant. So hopefully you guys have been using our new portal. We've been getting a lot of great feedback on that, which is amazing. So we're taking that one step further. Our stores, our KWH swag shop and our KWH print shop have been a big pain point for us for the last year and a half or so. So I'm excited to tell you guys we are rolling out. It is live on the portal already, the brand new swag shop and the brand new print shop. So ordering, yes. It's exciting. Ordering's going to be a lot easier, a lot smoother, and everything on the back end for us is going to be way easier as well. So we're excited. Go take a look and let us know if you have any feedback.
Love it. That tech team, they are always hard at work for you guys. If you see bugs in that portal or other features you want in that portal, go approach them. They want to make that the best tool for you inside of our technology. We are rolling out more new swag. If you have any swag items that you want to see, let us know about it, and we'll do our best to get that in there. And then really utilize that print shop. Many of you are, but if you haven't utilized it yet, it's good quality, it's low cost, and I'm telling you, snail mail has made a huge comeback, so consider that. All right, what do we got next? All right, a couple things coming up here. We've got the Aging Parent and Spouses Support Group. That's happening on the 29th. That is a very valuable group, so put that on your calendar if you've got a loved one in your life that's aging and you just need the support around you. We've got Techie Thursdays, which is happening through the tech team. The videos are still coming out on Tuesday, but if you want a tech in-person class, then add, is it the fourth Thursday? Fourth Thursday of every month, and they've got the calendar of a playbook, but they're specifically focusing in on the lead generation topics within that playbook. That starts on March 6th. And then happening tomorrow, and I'm going to take a minute on this one, is Exactly What to Say, which normally would be with Phil Jones, but it's Exactly What to Say with Jaime Aguillon. So if you know Phil Jones, he's the author. Yeah, Jaime, stand up. So y'all know the face and the name. Woo, woo, woo! So if you know Phil Jones, he is a big-time real estate author on Exactly What to Say for Real Estate Agents. It is one of the best books in the industry. If you have not read it, it is an easy read, and it is well worth your time and attention. Part of his system is he has a game, a role-play game, a conversation practice, and Jaime has really mastered it at a super high level. Not to call anyone out, but sometimes I hear the phone calls when I'm walking the building. We all need a little conversation practice at times. This is a really good way to practice it in a fun environment. I'm not looking at you. Don't give me that look. No, but it is a really easy, fun way. If you're old school and you've been in this business more than 10 years, we used to awkwardly sit across from each other in the conference room and role play. That's not fun. This is fun, and it's a really good way to practice it. That's not scary. You're going to be doing it with your friends. That he's doing that for us every Friday, 11 a.m. It's a quick hour session. It's going to be on the second floor conference room. Jaime, am I missing anything in there?
It's fun. It's awesome. Mario's come and done it a couple of times, and it's something that I've seen really.
Here, let me get you on the mic so they can hear you online.
I think Grant pretty much summed it up. It's really good to get your head out of what am I going to say, and change the words you're using so that you can have more autonomy in the conversation and you stop pushing people away. You're saying the right things, but the way that you're saying it could be what's turning them off and making them feel that sales pressure. So this is going to help you get better at that and ask better questions so you can invite people in to see a different perspective. And then that invites them in, and it's just a much better conversation where the truth comes out.
And you see what he said? Ask better questions. That falls right back into our Y4C2Ts on seek first to understand. If you're asking better questions, you're going to get a better answer that lead to better results. All right, I think we are moving next into award ceremony. Put that on your calendar, Friday, March 20th, 12 to 5, down at the Whitty Museum. We're running with the same format as we did last year because that was a big success and you guys had a lot of fun with it. There are some agent nomination awards, so scan that QR code, make your nominations, but put that on your calendar. It's going to be a very fun time. It's 2 to 4. We have a misprint on there, 2 to 4. I was wondering, I was like, damn, 12 to 5. We're going to, whew. I'm going to get an IV afterwards. All right, 2 to 4 o'clock, Friday, March 20th. All right, content. If you are looking for content, again, we like to tell you guys what are some of the best neighborhoods performance with different builders. So if you want to snap a photo of that, do that real quick because I'm going to change that slide and I'll put it on the Facebook page. Speaking of Facebook, if you're sharing anything from today, use our hashtag KWHeritage. Also, the stream of the meeting's on the external page. So if you want to share it, by all means, tag us, share it. When you guys grow, we grow, and when we grow, you grow. So we want to make it symbiotic there. All right, next slide. Hearts and hands, I think Roz is going to give us a quick thing on that, and then we are pivoting on our main speaker today. It's going to be Craig, because Adam is not able to make it after all. So Craig Owen cleared his schedule for us today, and he's going to be out in just a few minutes. But let's turn it over to Hearts and Hands real quick.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. How are y'all doing? So we're Hearts and Hands. Most of you know who we are in our organization. I've got part of our team here. This is Danny and Laura, and then there's Susan back there, and we still have a couple others that aren't here. But just want to introduce some of the team. We do we donate to other 501c3s in the community in surrounding areas. So we just want to thank y'all so much for all of your support. And let's see, next slide. Yes. Okay. You can, and we're happy to say that to date, this year will be our 22nd annual golf tournament. To date, from last year, we donated over $1.1 million back to other nonprofits in our community. And that's a big round of applause for yourself, because without y'all, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So, next slide. Okay, so this year we were honored to have the Children's Bereavement Center as our beneficiary for the golf tournament, and they were the first to give out counseling support for the families and the children for the July 4th flood. And also that allows, well, I'm going to let Danny and Laura talk a little bit on the other two and what else we were able to do.
Yeah, you bet. So there were two that hit really close with us. Rampart Vigilance Foundation, okay, and then also found on the Guadalupe, which they actually work together closer, thank you. They actually work together in concert. So what Rampart Vigilance does is they have a veteran-led team with donated equipment and everything that spend time in the river, on their own time, don't get paid for any of this, and they're excavating. They're cleaning out the river to make the river what it once was. You wouldn't believe the amount of debris going on. So now locals feel like they can actually enjoy the river or get back to enjoying the river, let their kids play in the river, fish in the river, that sort of thing. So they're trying to restore it back to the way it was. And in the process, they're finding tons of personal items, right? And what Found on the Guadalupe does is they take these items and they restore them as best as they can, and then they find their owners. And it's pretty unbelievable what they've done just in a short amount of time. But here's the issue. The issue is when tragedy strikes, we all step in, right? So in the throes of it, we were all giving time. I know plenty of people that were driving up there during that week and helping. But when the dust settles, right, and a few days goes by, a few weeks go by, you kind of go back to life. Well, these folks are still working, and they still need funding. And so thank God we found them, and we were able to donate quite a bit to them. What was the total? Yeah, all things considered, about $125,000 last year, of which they received, both of them received a good portion of it. And the gentleman that runs Rampart Vigilance, he actually had some health issues. We were able to redirect some money to his family to help him get better and get back on his feet, because he's the backbone of it. So this is what your money does, okay? This is what your donations do. That's why it's so important that you guys make a decision to give back just a little bit of each transaction that you have. It is making a huge difference, and you earn a badge. The badge shows that you give back in your community. You can market yourself that way, put it in your email signatures, things like that, and it's really, really helpful.
So I want to speak on that just a little bit more, but I know a lot of you know us from the golf tournament, and this is so much more than that one event. And like Danny said, money that we've received over the year can go to other organizations. And this is one way to do that is through agent donations on your transactions on command. We have so many agents already who monthly give. And we're not talking, it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be $5, $10, $20. It all adds up and it all makes a huge difference. And so if that is something that you feel like you're led to do and you want to, you can scan that QR code and we'll handle the rest of it. You can pledge a certain dollar amount, and that really goes a long way in helping out. And I know supporting the Keller Williams culture and family and just giving back to our local community. So thank you guys.
I just have a couple other things I want to say about what Rampart is doing. They've been there from the beginning and have never stopped. In the beginning, they were a big help in the search and rescue. And then it went to search and recovery. And they're still working on search and recovery. Seal has still not been found from Camp Mystic, and they said they're not stopping until they find her for her family. And there's also another gentleman that's missing. So they're doing a lot more than just cleaning up the river. They're also cleaning up their bulkheads, their riverfront, which costs thousands and thousands of dollars for them to pay for that. And many of them, they've lost their homes, so they don't even have the money to do that. So they're doing many, many great things, and so is Found on the Guadalupe. And you should go find them on Facebook and follow them. It's pretty amazing what they're doing. So thank you very much. We'd love for y'all to donate on your transactions. Let us know if you have any questions. You can change it, cancel it at any time. It goes through the MCA's department. They set it up to where you don't have to go put it in each time. It's an automatic that goes off.
If you're going to family reunion, you're getting a t-shirt, go see Hannah. That's our WhatsApp. If you need it, come see me afterwards. Next. Heritage stats, those will be on social media, but you can see we're still doing pretty darn well. January was a really hard time on Texas and the industry across the board throughout not only KW, but all the brands. And I'm really, really proud because we stood out as a brokerage amongst the top throughout the state of Texas with KW, but that's because you guys are so awesome. So thank you guys for keep working hard. And there's the stats on the latest, so if you want to take a picture of that, if you want the stat, it is in the agent portal, so you can share that with your social media, but it shows exactly where we stack up. And of course, KW San Antonio is just still leading the market with 14% market share in units and 15% in volume year to date. So way to go, KW. All right. We're going to give away some money, and then we're going to bring up Perry to give a giveaway, and then we're shooting it over to Craig. So we're going to do this one fast. Hit us with that wheel real quick. If you guys have used Partner Perks, you know what this is. We're giving away $250, $500, and $750. Our first winner of Partner Perks is Mary Bradley for using American Home Shield. Awesome. Click just remove, and then, next. So she used American Home Shield. Thank you. Our next one for $500, Melissa, there you are. And she was using Goosehead Insurance. Way to go, Melissa, I love it. All right, and y'all come see us in the lobby immediately following. We've got that cash for you and the jumbo check for the picture. Is that Mary Bradley again? There you go, American Home Shield, see? She just double stacked it, I love it, I love it. All right, so come see us in the lobby, you two, afterwards, and I love that. Keep using our premier partners. It pays to use them, as you see. All right, we're done with that. Don't draw another name. That's all the money I got to give. All right, we're going to go right back to our slides real quick. I believe I've got Perry coming up. So Perry Homes, y'all come up real quick as our meeting sponsor. They've got a few words. They are doing a couple small giveaways, so if you haven't given a card and you want to, hold it up real quick, and I'll run by and collect it. This is Rick, you guys.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity to be here at your team meeting. I'm kind of doing what Grant was talking about in the beginning. I'm here to hopefully do some lead generation. Love to develop some relationships with you folks. On the Perry side of the house, we've got $200 gift cards that I'm going to give away. I could not get those from my marketing manager before I came, so whoever wins, I will get that to you somehow. Maybe you can meet me in my community, or I could buy you some coffee and deliver that to you. But we do have 4 gift cards here. This is Kelly Chumley. She is our in-house mortgage company loan officer. And so we've got 4 gift cards to give away. So I've got some quick questions here. So the first question is, in Comal County, what is the FHA loan limit? Anybody know? If anybody picked up a sheet that looks like one of these, the answer is in front of you. We're trying to make it easy to give away a $25 gift card. Yes. Excellent answer. All right. So while Kelly's giving that out, the next one, what is the maximum conventional loan limit? I think that she beat you to the punch. All right, so this is going to be a Perry question. Does anybody know what our workmanship warranty, how many years it is? Who said 2? 2 right here. So workmanship warranty is 2 years. So I'm going to try to go fast. Yeah, so that's kind of our bumper-to-bumper warranty. I did present, I had a couple of slides here. Do you have those? All right, skip that one. Skip that one because everybody that came in said, hey, we love Perry. If anybody doesn't know about Perry Homes, come see me after. I'm going to hang out after the meeting, and I'll tell you all about Perry. Go to the next one. All right, so trying to generate leads. So real quick about myself, I'm fairly new to the industry, but I have 30-plus years in the mortgage business. I'm a small business owner. My wife, Amy, she's a Northside teacher. We've owned a learning center off of Bandera Road for over 16 years. So I have a hands-on approach. I'm an educator at heart. So would love an opportunity to work with you. Oh, that's my family right there. I have 2 adult sons. The reason I got into this is because the son on the right, he graduated from A&M and went to work for David Weekley building homes. And he said, Dad, you ought to go work for a builder. David Weekley didn't hire me, but Perry did, and so here I am. All right, next one. All right, so if anybody has a buyer that's looking to build, I have 2 seats, husband and wife seats, for an event tonight at our design center. So come see me after if you have anybody that's looking to build a home and they might consider Perry. We're going to do a great event tonight. And then right now we have $50,000 for our new home giveaway, which is just the incentives. And we're using that with our partner to buy down the rate to $499. We're doing one right now, it's $475. So it really just depends on the price of the home, what we can get the rate down to. So I think we have one more to give away. And what is the maximum VA loan amount? Who said it? We heard it over here somewhere. Oh, right there in the back. Don't be shy. It's $25. Kelly, was that our last one? All right, good deal. So, like, I'll stay after. Thank you, Grant, for this opportunity. Hope to have a chance to work with you guys.
Go to that one. And again, just a reminder, we have a content day happening with Perry Homes on the 27th, so take advantage of that. All right. All right, we're going to do this one at the end. You do not need to be present for this one. This is the raffle drawing. If you want to buy tickets, there's still tickets that can be bought up front. We're giving away a TV and lots of other fun things. Okay, so now let's see here. I already know we're going to run over, but if you can stay, it's going to be worth it. Adam Hughes was supposed to be here. He had to get called out on something last second, and so I called Craig this morning and said, hey, guess what you're going to do today? And so he was very gracious to clear some time for us this afternoon, and it's why we're running a little late, because he had to run immediately from one other event to this one, so I kind of stalled in the beginning. But he's got some really great education to pour into us. If y'all don't know Craig, I'm going to brag on him for a moment, because you've been a realtor for how long? Too damn long. Craig got started at 19. He sold 1 home his first year, which is funny because that's the exact same pattern I had. He started as an agent, became a top producer, moved into the team leader role, and is now the owner of the company. On top of this office, which is the #1 KW in the entire world, y'all give it up, y'all give it up. He is also an owner of Houston Memorial KW, which is about another 500 or so agents and is very big in the luxury world out there. And on top of that, he also owns a Corpus office called KW Coastal Bend, which is about another 300 agents and dominates that market. And because he's nonstop running, he decided this year on his goal list was to buy a new building down at Corpus. So he just closed on 30,000 square feet and is making another big, beautiful building for those agents like he has in San Antonio. 2 more things I'm going to brag on him about. And I know he hates this, so I'm going to just torture him. I'm going to torture him. I'm asking for my raise next month, that's why. No, I'm just kidding. No, but if you guys ever get a chance to go have a drink with him, have dinner with him, he will pour into you. This is one of the most giving people I have ever met in my entire life. And giving to the point where it hurts, but he still does it anyways. And even at times, he's got people like me that are the ones trying to pull him back, saying, Craig, stop, that one's gonna backfire. But he just loves all of you guys so much. He loves the staff so much. He takes incredible care with us. And all of this is because of his vision and leadership. So we owe a huge portion of gratitude to him for our company success and our culture, because it started a lot with this guy. The last little announcement, and you probably already saw this on Facebook, but him and his longtime lovely girlfriend, Kian, just got married. And so big congratulations to them on that.
You made me cry. Jeez. Well, that's, wow, what an introduction. Thank y'all. Thank you, Grant. Paychecks in the mail. Yeah, this is awesome. Well, there we go. We did it. It's like 18 years. I'm like one of those typical buyers you have where, it's like, can you show me homes for 18 years and I promise I'll buy? And she was probably the best realtor I could have ever had because she stuck with me. Her follow-up was really good. And, which leads me, it's really funny. That conversation leads me to today's training topic. Yeah, she's gonna hear about this. She said, y'all were laughing at my expense. No, they're laughing at me, not you, honey. I promise you. Well, first of all, I did this little playbook, some standards today. I thought you guys might get a little kick out of this. I got some stats I want to share with you. And I think the logic gives you maybe a perspective, but you use emotion to personalize it to execute, right? Because they always say logic makes you think, emotions make you act. With that being said, so look, do you mind going to the next one? I did some stats with NAR. And I know NAR has been beat up a lot this last couple of years, and I don't want to get political. I want to give you the facts. The average median gross income of an agent in 2023, and of course 24, didn't change much, was about $58,000, under $60,000. Okay, look, not bad, but not great. And we're not here to be average. Would you agree with that? Say aye. No one here is average. The median number of transactions per side were about 10 units. We do believe that will probably slide over the next couple of years because the amount of agents getting the business are going to lessen, and also transactions are not as high, right? We've not seen as many transactions. But here's the question I ask you. Even though there's roughly 4.3 to 4.2 million homes in the country being sold per year, I get that, 4+ million homes. Do you not think you, as an individual in this company, in this city, have an opportunity to have more than 10 average transactions? I mean, come on. I mean, there should be, and to me, this is not a conversation about leads. It's really a conversation about follow-up, okay? And not just follow-up, about contribution. And I'm gonna get to a couple slides here that go a little bit deeper in that. It just broke down. If you want some of these stats, great. Here's the lesson I've learned. Over 50%, now that's according to NAR, but 70% according to some stats. So there's a variance of 20+%. Some say 70, many say 50. So say it's between 50 to 70% of the agents in this industry did not sell a home last year. That's the statistic. Now the question is, what are you going to do? Do you just accept that logic and continue to do the same thing? Or if you are a competitive individual, I know there's not one individual in this room that wouldn't get up here and get fisty and start fighting, because you know what? You're in a competitive person. That's why you're in this business. This is not for the faint-hearted. You're in an industry that's going to fight for what you want, but you have to go after and get it. And right now, it's not about the rules. It's about strategy. Rules you all have to play with. Would you agree with that? NAR and San Antonio Board of Realtors and Texas Association of Realtors is set up and designed to do really one thing. It is to protect the consumer and to fight for property rights. It is not in their preamble or in their standard operating procedure or any manuals that says that they're trying to build your business to make you more gross commission income. That is a fact. They are there to protect the industry and the professionalism, but it's not for your pocketbook. So when you make the checks out to the to NAR or to SABOR or TAR, understand those are the rules you have to apply in this industry, but it's not how you win on strategies. Does that make sense? Next slide, please. So again, that's just kind of a basically one-page version of what I just discussed. And again, does that give you perspective? There's a lot of losers in this business. What I mean by losers, I mean they're just losing. That really hurts. But okay, but hold on. What other industry? If you went and got, like my kid's getting out of school this year. She's graduating from SMU. I'm really proud of her. And she went 4 years to SMU. Y'all do the math on it. And She told me, Dad, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a job. She's having a difficult time right now going to coffees, getting resumes out. But in the day, if kids in college are having that much difficulty going to an Ivy League school, they can't even get a job. What does that tell you where you're at? So I don't think it's all about college and about education. It's about what you do and who you know and how fast you are to do it. But my biggest thing to her is I said, honey, you have no excuses other than the fact that if you don't do the follow-up, you're not going to get a job. She said, well, what do you mean? I said, your education doesn't mean, everyone's got an education now. It doesn't matter about your education. It's what you do with it. And right now, I need to see your follow-up plan on who you're going to, who you're seeing, how many people are you going to visit today? Because at the end of the day, it's about mathematics, right? Would you agree? So she's out looking for a job, but you know what's funny? There's not one person in this room right now that's not looking for a job today. Every day, you're unemployed. Every day. You wake up every day unemployed, looking for the next deal. And that's where I'm going. Next slide. So, do you agree with this stat? All new leads must respond within 5 minutes. Call first, second text, third is usually an email. But there is about 7 to 10 follow-ups within a 14-day period. The industry standard says 5-minute responses are 21 times higher conversion likelihood. Here's the deal. If you go on 30 minutes or longer with a lead, you're most likely, I think it's almost like 70-some%. It's close to that, but it's 70%, the conversion rate drops like 70%, going over 30 minutes. Now, again, I know some of you hate working internet lead generation. Say I. Come on, who in here does I can't stand internet leads? Oh, they're terrible. So I'm going to go with it a little deeper. How many of you people know other people? My greatest gift in this business was knowing people and coming from contribution. So then speed to lead is important. If you get a lead or a referral, you waiting is probably one of the worst things you can do. And I think we need to have a standard in this office that when you get an opportunity to talk to someone about real estate, and I want you to change your philosophy and your thinking, is that I like the word, there's life changes. Is there any life changes occurring? And that goes with anything. Divorce. No one here is divorced, right? We're all. Yeah. Some of us are laughing a little bit because that means multiple divorces. What about death? What about marriage? I mean, again, no, I'm not looking for a house. I'm staying right where I'm at, so don't, please. I have no intention of moving again now that I'm broke. But life events occur, and go to the next slide, please. And I think that because of life events are changing rapidly, I think we need to start the language. And this is old school, folks, but the old school is what is the foundation of the business, right? Every of you heard of LP Mama? Okay. Many of y'all probably use it, but are you truly putting this part of your program where it's a standard? Every time you get up and you start talking with real estate, one of the first questions you should be asking about location. Location, location, location. As my mom always said. What's the second one? Price. If you don't establish a price, you're shooting in the dark. How many of you have, on your first couple days of selling real estate, if you remember your first appointments, you didn't know what the shit you were doing. You know you didn't. You know you're lying if you say you did. And how many of you were showing properties you didn't even know where you were at? Sometimes the consumer was helping you use your MapScope. Oh, right, Joe? Remember the MapScope? The 1980s version MapScope. That's how we found homes. It's on F2, 3. It's this way, I think. Just follow me. Or better yet, we actually put buyers in our car. Y'all have never you can't get a person in a Prius anymore. There's no way with four kids and 2 dogs. It doesn't work. So you got an advantage that we didn't have back then. You got technology. So location first, prices second. What about motivation? Give me a motivation question. Mary, you're good at this. Give me if I'm a consumer, what would be one of the questions you'd ask me as a professional realtor about my motivations?
What's motivating your move? Like, what is the driving?
What's the drive? Well, I just got a new job, and my wife and I are relocating from Houston.
Do you have children? Are schools important to you?
There you go. Do you see where she's going with this? She's leading me down a path. She's selecting an area to go to. Because I know as soon as she knows the schools, what do you think I'm thinking? If I have children and she's asking me questions about school and about price points and different amenities, does she have my best interest at heart? These are questions you need to start going with because you're being a fiduciary to your client. Even if you don't have a representation agreement. And I get it. Many of you, is it not hard to get that buyer rep signed on the front end when you haven't even established a high-level fiduciary? Do you feel a little disingenuous? Like maybe transactional? And our idea is to be relational. Hey, I'm all for it, folks. As a broker owner, I'm the first to say, maybe you need to prove your value before they sign that buyer rep. How about that? Sign a one-time showing, be done. Just do that. Because I'm not going to make someone feel unsure or distrusting of what I bring to the table. So what's after price and motivation? Go to the next one. The other three, what about an agent? How many of you gone out to show properties only to find out that what happened? They have what? They have an agent. Well, who's the idiot didn't ask? I've done that several times, going out there and shown property and not knowing that their aunt was a top performing real estate agent. Now, the idea if that happens, sometimes you can still win it if they're too busy or maybe they're not knowledgeable of the location of the area. Could be an aunt in a different city. Maybe you could work out a referral agreement. Always come up with solutions. Don't come up with more problems. Come up with solutions. And what's the last two? What about mortgage? Is it important to find out their financial capabilities before? Shelley, it amazes me how many people in this industry will go out and show unqualified buyers properties in Dominion and are not even qualified. I know that because I was one of them. I just wanted to see really cool homes, right? And then what's the last one? What's the most important one before you hang up the phone? Set an appointment. Now, what does an appointment mean? Does it mean just to show homes or to list the property? What could it mean? Consultations. Could be market stats. Could be a CMA. Could be what? Give me some more. I'll follow up with that. I'll find out the school district information you requested. Matter of fact, I'm going to go further, and I'm going to find the tax rates of that area that you were just asking about because the tax rates are different. Now, you make an appointment based on the importance. If you slightly ask questions that give them an indication that, hey, this person really knows they're an expert in this field. Show your expertise. Demonstrate that you are coming from contribution. Next slide. So I put together 17 touches. And again, I would believe this. If you could do just 5 to 10 of these touches as a follow-up program, I'll guarantee you'll get, I would say 2 to 3 times more than you're already getting. Because I do not believe it's a lead problem. I believe the biggest problem in this industry is there's no system for follow-up. And you can, what's really good about this, you can have I would rather have a system that's on toilet paper than a system in your head. The idea behind this is, to me, the best memory is good, but the weakest ink is better. You ever heard that before? The best memory is, the best memory you may have is not as good as the weakest ink on paper. Does that make sense? So what am I saying to you? Write it down. It's a system. It's basically it is. So we'll start with a few. What's the very first one? Begin with LP Mama. That's your first one. And again, I don't think it's about whether buying or selling. This life events happen. Babies happen. Divorces happen. Death happens. It's part of the life cycle. Immediately follow-up text messaging, reinforcing value. To me, I'm going to tell you something, folks. Everyone in this room, you all believe that you follow up too much. And your belief, you're saying to me, I heard you say it, oh, I don't want to bother them. Know what you're really bothering? You're bothering your family, and you're bothering your children, you're bothering your spouse, because they're depending on you to actually leave your emotions out of it and do what the right thing is. And good salespeople and professionals, just like your attorney does it, and what about your dentist? What if your dentist didn't follow up with you? There'd be a lot more ugly teeth out there. What if your lawyer didn't follow up with you? There'd be more legal challenges. When your broker doesn't follow up with you, are you pissed? Why don't you do the same thing? You follow up with them. It's not their responsibility to remember you. It's your responsibility that they remember you. And you have to do that through systems. From immediate follow-up, 3, same day, second call attempt, very soft, ask for the appointment, day 3, Value add, value add, value add. What is it? One of the biggest value adds I saw earlier, go to 2 more slides. Boom, boom, one more. Just doing this one slide to all your clients on a monthly basis would be coming from contribution. Why? What are you doing? You're giving them value. You're not giving them a recipe card to your grandma's favorite casserole. They don't want that crap. And you all believe that's what they want. They don't want they want stuff related to the profession you are in. If you want to give them a casserole recipe, go be a chef. Go be a cook. No, I'm serious. Be a professional. If my dentist is going to see me, send me things on dentistry. If my attorney wants this, he's not going to send me I don't want to care about my attorney sending me a recipe of his grandma's favorite cake. I don't care. I want to get knowledge and come from contribution with facts, logic, and experience. So go back to the other 2 slides. This is just the day of 17 touches. I mean, I'm not kidding you. If you can come from contribution, what about a video text message? How many are using video text messages right now? I think that's one of the greatest gifts of text messaging. It's because it's genuine, it's personal, it's extremely effective. And guess what? Almost everyone that gets a video text, what do? Do you watch it or not? Even if it's stupid, you'll still watch it. You'll complain as you're watching it. You're like, oh, this is really terrible, but you watch it. How many of you ignore email? So I don't think email should be the main focus. Should it have some of it? Yes. But your ability to make the call and be genuine, to me, is 95% of it. It is not their responsibility to remember you. It's your responsibility to remember them. Day 6, 7, 8. What about social media? How many of you use social media where maybe perhaps you Facebook message them? Don't do crap. Give them a real message. Build a relationship. Be genuine. Because at the end of the day, when I left the business, my SOI was over 1,000 people. And I tell you, back then, I was selling almost 200 homes a year. At that time, I was extremely relational. I think you can run your business 2 ways. You can run it transactional or relational. I love relational. You know why? Because you get repeat and referrals. If you're running it transactional, you'll get the business, but they won't come back to you. And there's a lot of agents in this industry, would you agree with that are more transactional and relational? Do I say yeah? Do I hear that? And you know what's funny? You know them, and you despise them. You don't like doing deals with them. You can't talk to them. They don't let you talk to them because they usually people in a way, either transaction coordinators or VAs or some system or AI. And here's the deal. I'm not saying you shouldn't use some of those leverage points, but if the more personal you keep it, the more repeat and referral base you'll keep. I promise you. Be genuine. Go to the next one. Okay. Some of these, look, genuine, private messages, not transactional. When is the last time you wrote a personal note to somebody? I love it. Carol, how many personal notes have you think you've written in your lifetime? I know you've been doing this for a while. Thousands. She does a lot of transactions. And I will promise you, if I receive a personal note from somebody, for them to take the effort out of a day to go and stick that in the mail and pay the price for a U.S. post stamp these days, it's not cheap. Would you not open it? How many of you genuinely take time to write or to call someone their birthday to wish them happy birthday? Shelly, does that not help? Because you know what? People don't care what you have to say. They only care about how you think about them. And are you caring about them? They don't care how much you know. They only care about how much you love and care about them. So let's start worrying. Let's flip the channel. Flip it. It's not about you. They don't care about you, but you need to care about them. Because they will care about you if you care about them. Okay, what about nurturing campaigns? Quarterly personal checkups. How many of you just make a phone call to say, you know what? I just was in your neighborhood and I saw your home, your car. I just wanted to say hello. Nothing more, nothing less. I hope you're doing well. And hey, by the way, how is your kids? Is your job doing well? It's called life events happen. You will find out so much because you know what? If you genuinely care about them, they'll care about you. And when they come to thinking about buying or selling real estate, what is the trigger point? Folks, know this. Most people in the world are not going to do business with you. Are you okay with that? 99.9% of the people out there are never going to do business with you. But you can make a wonderful living on less than 1%. You just need to worry about the 1%. Stop worrying about the 99%. Leave your ego out of it. Put your heart back into it. Make this relational, not transactional. Next slide. Let's go to next slide. Last, here's the deal. There's a basic method of production math, and this is the transactional part that I say you have to be. But if you're real relational, you're not going to like this, because if you're really relational, you don't need 50 conversations to get one appointment. This is for the losers out there. Okay, when I first started, I had to have 50 conversations to get one appointment. That means a lot of open houses. That means because I was new. I didn't have the knowledge of the market. I was a baby trying to sell homes to adults. I was 18 years old, 19 years old. Well, after getting appointments, I could get a client. I got one out of three to four. I was getting a signed contract. Now, what I did first, folks, and I hope this sticks with you, my greatest gift was open houses. Open houses were the single best method I used. Why? Because it was personal, it was direct, it was up in front, it was face to face, body to body. And guess what, folks? They saw me for what I was. And they always had a Bill Miller's, because that was my only thing I could afford at the time, was Bill Miller's. We would sit in HUD foreclosures in the days. Who's in this room back in the late 80s? Say aye. Oh, of course, Debbie, you were there. Those are the days. That's when you really had to be on your game, because there was no technology. So 2 clients, follow-up call. 4 closings a month equals about 200 conversations. And basically, if you're trying to get about 4 to 5 closings a month, it's going to require a lot of conversations. Now, it's not just the conversations, it's the follow-up with the conversations. It's always the follow-up. People always say, I need more leads. No, you don't. That's bullshit. What you really need is a better system to the current people in your database. It doesn't have to be, I would rather have a system on toilet paper than some system that's in some AI that you're never gonna use. Because I find that so often you use AI to create all your stuff, and then you never execute it. Go execute the simple plan, because you know what, at the end of the day, you know why the Navy SEALs are so effective? Is they keep it simple. It's because when you try to take really strong projections and lots of details, you're gonna screw up. Why? Because when you're in those emergency modes, you go to what human nature does. It's either fight or flight. Right now, many of you are in flight mode. I get it, it's been difficult. I want you to stick around and stay in fight mode. Right now, fight mode is where you're at. And to me, stay with the conversations. Follow up every day. Be on text message. If the more that you follow up, the more money you will make. Next slide. Okay, here it is, the code. The heritage code I just put in place today. Only reason I liked it, because I looked at somebody and go, why aren't we doing this? Okay, we protect relationships. Number 1, do you agree with that? Do you think relationships are the number 1 reason you're in this business? If you truly care about people, put them first. Not you, they come first. Number 2, do you respond fast? We should be responding faster. I don't always get there fast, and I need to be better at it. You know what? To me, that is more than anything else, that's a discipline. Would you agree with that? And that's setting priorities. You got to be better at responding. Responding is where I will tell you that most of the biggest crap that Garrett has to deal with, the attorneys, do you know when the clients get most mad? It's not because you screwed up. It's when you don't take care of the communication to follow up with them. Then they get mad. And now the issue that started was not the original issue. It's because of the follow-up. Don't ignore problems. Hit them hard. Take responsibility. You know what the biggest 2 words you can say to someone that can just make it right? 2 words. I'm sorry. Leave your ego out of it. Yes, you don't have to be wrong, but you know what? You don't have to be right either. Every time you have to make them wrong for you to be right, you're losing your relationship. Did you hear that? Every time you have to make them wrong for you to be right, you're losing that relationship. Don't do it. Number 3, we track conversations daily. That's where you have a tracker, something on your phone. Make it simple. Make it actually, you know what the best I've seen is you gamify it. Who's heard the word gamify? You know what gamify really is for? It's for human beings. Why do we like gamify? Because we're competitive. And we like to see our face in the top of the list. When you gamify things and you make treats for yourself, if you say you hit your goal, go out tonight and celebrate. Well, I can't afford it. Celebrate anyway. I can't afford to go out to dinner. Nope. You start celebrating actions that you complete. To me, that's better than celebrating results. It's like if someone gives you a referral. Do you only celebrate them after it closes? Or do you maybe take them for a cup of coffee or go take them to breakfast or lunch and celebrate that win because they did the action, not the result, the action? Number 4, the last few, go to the next one. We execute consistently. Motivate fluctuates. Discipline does not. The follow-up system, whether it feels like or not, you have to follow up. That is the key to it. You must be disciplined to follow up. Number 5, we build proximity before transactions. Tell me what that means. We build proximity before transactions. People do business with those they feel connected, right? That builds confidence, and I think that confidence goes into transactions. Number 6, we're not waiters. What are we? We're creators. To me, we're servers. We're serving. We're not waiting, we're serving. Serve your very best. We don't wait for business to happen. We generate it through intentional, action-oriented single events daily. Like today, I'm going to question you. This is the challenge. When's the last time you've reached out to your database? When have you told them you're sorry you haven't touched base with them in a long time? I know you've got a lot of misfit clients. How many misfit on your sphere of influence, your neighbors you haven't talked to for years? You didn't even like the neighbor. But now you need to start loving people instead of not despising them. How about that neighbor has that barking dog you can't stand, and you know you wanted to poison it, but it's just not good to do it. No, I know it. I love doggies, but I don't want to poison a dog. I want to poison a neighbor. But if we can go back to our roots and put some heart back in this and have some fun at this game, your sales will increase. Quit worrying about how many leads you get and just build relationships. People will do relationships with you. Here's the thing. My business is built on repeat and referrals. Why? Because they connect. It is our responsibility to connect. We built the #1 top real estate brokerage in the Keller Williams system right here. And guess what? It's not because we're so much smart. We are smart. And it's not because we're that much better looking, and y'all are a really beautiful group of people. But at the end of the day, it's because we have the biggest heart. And I truly believe it's the leadership in this room. And that's not just the leaders in positions. It's you as a leader. You are a leader of your own business. You are responsible for your own destiny. Make it happen. Lead follow-up. It is the one part of this business that we do not do well. And we need to go back to the roots. Next slide. Thank you.
Is he not the best, y'all? Awesome. We ran over, so I want to be respectful of your time. We are still doing the raffle, but we're going to record it on video and post it on social media, so you guys are free to go. We love you. If you need anything this week, reach out, call the contract hotline, and we're here for you guys. What are we doing? Yeah. Yes, well, and you don't have to be present on the raffle to win anyway, so we will have it on social media in just a bit. All right, love you guys. Make it a great day. Thank you for being out here.